Between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not just a regular matchup. A battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we see the number 9 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Bulldogs will kick this deep to begin the game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have some work to do here thanks to that bad return. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and his whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today. They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Hansen. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. The penalty backs him up. First and very long. Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 15. Solid tackle. Able to get him down.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realized what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
And they finally stop it at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense gets their first crack now. And each team is led by a linebacker. Just lines up in the middle, makes plays, and just commands the defense.
Yeah, when you take a look at the identity of these defenses, it really starts with the 2 of these guys. Their makeup as players is threaded into the DNA of the defense, and as they go, so does the defense.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
You get him out, but the gain moves the ball up into 36. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick catch.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaking free at the 35. The football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. 2nd down after that previous play. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make stop. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has. Give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second down and goal upcoming. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
After this long drive, you hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. They'll pass up a chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff will be returned. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. He's running out of time here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it second and short. A quick throw out left, complete. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looks like... injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Ball handed to the running back. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Looking for a gap. It's Thorne. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. 2nd down play coming up. He hands it to the back. Physical run earns the 1st down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He dumps it off to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So now it's 3rd and short with 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. And now they'll run it on the draw. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And they'll set up for the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is down in the backfield. They may have rushed the quarterback. Yeah, you simply cannot hit the quarterback like that. He got caught red-handed. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. It's like the final play of the half coming up. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And you get the second half started with a running play. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on.
42 Spider. Fort, alert, alert.
Using his legs, it's Randall. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Send the back in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's going to pull it down and run. Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And the back gets the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Trying to find room. It's Marshall.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. And the defense get a stop here. The pocket breaking down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. A big game. One play moves the ball to 44 and a first down. There's the handoff. Stopped short the marker after just a short game.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
That sack makes it 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field, looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. It's a draw to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Hard over the middle. It's Hansen. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Offense getting set. It's second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Well, I'm sure this quarterback's going to like his performance a little bit better than last week when he had 3 interceptions. None here in the fourth quarter, and he's got a nice lead for the ball.
Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he grabs it for the 2-point try to build this lead even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down. A short completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion makes it second and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing.
And the protection breaks down yet again another sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Running it back, it's Marshall. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. There's a 1st and 10 play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for them.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the coverage team down to the ball right there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the PAT is good. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down.
Holding. Receiving team.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the offense backed up, beginning this drive near their own end zone. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And we're going to throw now on 1st down. There's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pressure is coming. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? A short connection to the tight end here. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
29 Philly, 2 non-free.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35 now. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
He's got it right near the end zone. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Just ran away from the defense.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.